First, thank you for joining us. When elections happen, governments change. Parties win and lose elections. Political fortunes rise and fall. But viewers, the Indian state remains. The Indian state never loses. The Indian state can never lose. The Indian state can never be defeated because it has the Constitution as its shield. Viewers, but all of this has not deterred Rahul Gandhi to declare a war on the Indian state. Rahul Gandhi, who is the leader of opposition, has said that the fight is not just against the BJP and the RSS, but the Indian state itself. Viewers, this reflects a dangerous mindset that strikes at the very heart of our democratic ethos. It betrays the Jai Samvidhan spirit. This comment, viewers, transcends the boundaries of political discourse and ventures into a territory that could be interpreted as seditious or at the very least profoundly irresponsible. There is no other way of describing it. Viewers, you would agree that the essence of democracy lies in the peaceful transfer of power, in the respect for the institutions that uphold the rule of law, and in the acknowledgement that the state, regardless of which political party holds sway, represents the collective will and sovereignty of the Indian people, you and I. When the leader of opposition suggests that they are fighting the Indian state, viewers, it betrays this very democratic principle. It suggests an attack not merely on the government, but on the apparatus of the nation itself, which includes the judiciary, the bureaucracy, and even our armed forces, all of which remain apolitical and serve the country, not a party or an ideology. Viewers, Rahul Gandhi, by his words, has not just crossed a line. He has obliterated the proverbial Lakshman Rekha. His role as the leader of opposition positions him as a critic, a watchdog of democracy, ensuring that the government does not veer off the democratic path. But Rahul's comment suggests a willingness to dismantle the very state he is supposed to help govern through checks and balances, not by calls of mutiny. Viewers, to speak of fighting the state is to undermine our unity, to sow seeds of discord and mistrust among the people who look to their leaders for guidance and stability, not for calls to anarchy or mutiny. This is not Bharat Jodo spirit. This is the Bharat Todo toolkit. Let me tell you who else is fighting the Indian state. The Lashkar-e-Toiba, the ISIS, the Al-Qaeda, the Khalistanis, the Maoists. When Kasab came to India, he came to fight the Indian state. Does Rahul Gandhi want to be seen as part of this league now, this league of rogues? I leave it for you to decide.
That do not think that we are fighting a fair fight. There is no fairness in this. If you believe that we are fighting a political organization called the BJP, that we are fighting a political organization called the RSS, you have not understood what is going on. The BJP and the RSS have captured every single institution of our country. We are now fighting the BJP, the RSS, and the Indian state itself.
राहुल गांधी जिस प्रकार की भाषा बोलते हैं वो माओवादी भाषा है। अपने तो कम पढ़ते हैं, जो उनको पढ़ाने वाले हैं वो माओवादी हैं।
आज खुलकर कांग्रेस पार्टी सामने आ चुकी है कि सोरोस फंडेड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की सहायता लेकर वो भारत के स्टेट के खिलाफ, भारत के लोगों के खिलाफ लड़ रही है।
Beautifully he presented why, what is the reason, what is the issue of the state, what they have spoken. So his message is commendable.
आप सब जानते हैं संवैधानिक संस्थाओं को नीतिगत तरीके से जो कमजोर करने का काम केंद्र सरकार कर रही है, जो विश्वसनीयता होनी चाहिए निर्वाचन आयोग की, संस्थानों की, उसमें कमी आ रही है।
That statement should be understood properly. It is a war to regain the Indian state.
मुझे लगता है राहुल जी को अपोजिशन से लड़ना चाहिए रादर इंस्टीट्यूशन से, और खुद से कोई लड़ाई नहीं कर सकता है, खुद की स्टेट से।
Let's open this up. Tuhin Sinha, the national spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party, Tushar Gupta, political analyst, Harshvardhan Tripathi, senior journalist, Kamruzaman Chaudhary, political analyst, Kanchana Yadav, spokesperson of the Rashtriya Janata Dal, Ashutosh Mishra, senior journalist, S. Harish Mohammad Ibrahim, political analyst, completes this panel. I want to begin by asking you, Ashutosh Mishra ji, why is Rahul Gandhi wanting to fight the Indian state? I listed the names of individuals and organizations who have waged a war against the Indian state.
So, Pranesh, it seems you have missed the wood for the trees. Now, Rahul Gandhi has got the goat of forces which practice and preach that Modi and RSS are India and India is Modi and RSS. It's his clarion call against the totalitarian framework of mind such people in power have. He has already named RSS and its proteges in power and their moles in administration. Our constitution clearly differentiates between Indian state and India the country, and this defines Indian state as consisting of parliament, legislatures and the various government institutions, which he says, and often it has been observed by the Supreme Court also, has been captured by certain right-wingers. And there people are feeling that they are not getting justice. The opposition leaders are being hounded. And that's what his call is. And today what you are seeing is a typical Atkana Bhatkana Latkana, where the RSS Parivar, the Modi ka Parivar, is fretting and fuming when Rahul Gandhi has called a spade a spade. And their conspiracy theories about Soros and this and that. I mean, these conspiracy theories are feverish imaginings produced by fringe lunatics writing about all manner of idiocy.
Okay.
This is not what I am saying. This is what a right-winger had observed. And that's what we are seeing today. And they have no answer to their misgovernance. As far as the people of India are concerned, they showed their lack of trust in Modi government by reducing them to 240 seats in the Lok Sabha elections.
Mr. Mishra, and the people that you're talking about, they should repose their faith in Rahul Gandhi, which is why he's the leader of opposition and not the prime minister. Is that your argument?
So, as you quoted his Bharat Jodo Yatra, that is the start of this.
No. I said this is not Bharat Jodo. That is what I said. I mean, look, Mr. Mishra, I mean, you are not even willing to concede that this is a profoundly irresponsible comment. There are no two ways about what the Indian state is. Tushar Gupta, would you like to begin by defining what the Indian state is? Now, Mr. Mishra is saying that, look, the Indian state is different. And he concedes the point that it has all the organs of the state, the judiciary, the legislative, executive, etc. So by his own logic, by what Mr. Mishra just said, Rahul Gandhi believes the judiciary is compromised, the parliament is hijacked, but he is still the leader of opposition.
Good evening, Pranesh. Look, first things first, there is no intellectual depth to what Rahul Gandhi says. I am done pretending that whatever Rahul Gandhi says comes from a good intent, comes from a good heart. It doesn't. He doesn't understand how the Indian state works. He doesn't understand how politics works. Whatever he says, it's more out of desperation to save his own position within his own party. That is Rahul Gandhi for you. But Pranesh, I think Rahul Gandhi today was being honest when he said we are fighting the Indian state. Look at Rahul Gandhi. He's against aspects like UPI, digital payments. He's against GST. He's against manufacturing. His lackeys write these books and articles about how manufacturing in India is a bad thing, how we should discourage PLIs. Their lackeys write about strategic construction and why we should stop them in the Himalayan regions. His own government, Pranesh, they were not even willing to go ahead with strategic constructions in the Ladakh sector. They have been fighting the Indian states in 1947, just that Rahul Gandhi was stupid enough to confess it on live television that yes, we are fighting the Indian state. My submission is that Rahul Gandhi and the Congress party have been fighting the Indian state. Look at what they're doing in Karnataka. Look at what they're doing in Telangana, Himachal. Fiscal mess. This is fighting the Indian state.
Okay.
This is making the Indian state weak.
Let me bring in Kamruzaman Chaudhary ji. Kamruzaman Chaudhary, is this the result of coaching from Uncle Sam Pitroda? Because you see, the mentor has waged a war against Indian people. I don't have to remind you of what he said about people, Chinese, African, this, that, the other. And then the apprentice, Rahul Gandhi, is saying that we are not fighting the BJP and RSS, but also the Indian state.
Now, rightly you asked what's the actual definition of the Indian state here. Indian state for the RSS, BJP and lot of bhaks in this country is what is called a regional, what you call this, a religious nationalism right now, which subsumes any other form of pluralism in the country. My first point on that. My second point is that the absolute authoritarianism that Narendra Modi's government is trying to play in the country by taking over the impartial functioning of the institutions of pride of the country. What are these institutions? These institutions constitute the state. A government may be of a one political party, but the institutions are of the state. When the Supreme Court passes an order against
Chaudhary,
the
look, I don't have, sir, 1 minute.
next
No,
day you
one
go
minute.
to
It's
the
a simple question. Why don't you define what is the Indian state? After the election, will the Indian state change? Kamru Zaman Chaudhary, don't mislead the, don't mislead the viewer. Will the Indian state, sir, answer a question. It's a simple question. Don't get rattled, worked up.
Don't try to interfere me. Don't try to interfere.
I am not interfering,
That's
sir.
why
I am
Rahul
asking you a
Gandhi
question.
is
You
right
have to
in
answer.
giving these people below the belt.
Will the Indian state change if the Congress wins the election? If Rahul Gandhi wins the election? Will it change? It won't. Parties will change, the governments change, the Prime Minister changes. The Indian state doesn't change, Kamru Zaman Chaudhary ji. You know it. But you will have to defend the, the sign of the Congress party, because you see, his word is the gospel. Well, that's the problem. And the allies of Team India, who are also saying, Jai Samvidhan, we will save democracy. And sir, by the way, Kamru Zaman Chaudhary ji, look, I don't want to make it personal, but you are saying that Modi government is authoritarian, dictatorial, etc., etc. Indira Gandhi was what? By imposing emergency, what did Indira do?
We lost.
It was a gift to people. And Modi is such a, and Modi, by the way, Modi is such a dictator, an authoritarian, that Rahul Gandhi is the leader of opposition. He continues to enjoy all the freedom. Now, come on, sir. Kanchana ji, as ally of the Congress party and as someone who's, in fact, forget that. As a political commentator, ma'am, how do you see this remark? Should an individual be waging a war against the Indian state?
Pranesh ji, it's not Rahul Gandhi's fault if the BJP hasn't read the Indian Constitution yet. Because if they have read it, they would know the meaning of the Indian state that is mentioned in the part 3rd of Article 12 in the Indian Constitution, that broadly defines that it includes the whole legislative, executive, and as well as the agencies which action can be challenged in the Supreme Court if they violate the fundamental right or the people's right. And everybody knows, including you, Pranesh ji, know that the Indian government this time, BJP and RSS, have been captured and control the entire
Kanchana ji, you are saying all organs, you mentioned legislative, executive, and you said all agencies. One word that you didn't say.
Agencies whose action can be challenged
I
in
agree.
the Supreme Court
I agree.
if they violate the fundamental
I agree,
right.
Kanchana ji, but here's my question. When you say these actions can be challenged, all the agencies also include the judiciary. So Rahul Gandhi is saying judiciary is compromised. He wants to wage a war against the Indian judiciary.
Why not? If the
Why not?
Allahabad High Court judge, if he says that देश बहुसंख्यकवाद से चलेगा, तो judiciary compromise नहीं है.
तो पूरी judiciary compromised है. पूरी judiciary compromised है.
No. Judges.
So you will fight the Indian state.
If I say you are compromised, but some are not. अगर मैं कहूँ कुछ मीडिया compromise है, कुछ नहीं है.
नहीं तो आप अगर
नहीं. The entire media is
कंचना जी, अगर आप बोलेंगी.
Listen to me. please allow me. I am defining the meaning of state. Now, please listen me. The fact is, what Mohan Bhagwat said, he should be arrested because he said the Indian freedom came in 2024, not in 1947. That is against.
Did
the
you hear
Indian
what Mohan Bhagwat
Constitution.
said? He didn't
That
say
is
what you are
against
saying.
Indian-
Listen to the speech or at least read the speech. I'm
Yes,
telling you,
I
we
have
have time
listened.
on the show. Read
I
the
have
speech, what he
listened
said,
to the speech,
and
sir.
read the full
You
paragraph
know,
and read what Rahul
I-
Gandhi has said. Let's get in the BJP. Harshvardhan ji, aa raha hu main aapke paas. Tuhin Sinha, what's wrong if the judiciary is compromised? Yes, Rahul Gandhi wants to wage a war against the Indian state. There's nothing wrong.
Well, good evening, Pranesh. Good evening, everybody. Today, Rahul Gandhi has crossed a dangerous red line. He has treaded into a murky, seditious zone which no Indian in his right sense of mind should venture into. You know, today, when he says that we are not just fighting BJP, RSS, but also the Indian state, please take this statement alongside his previous statement of March 2024, where he says हिंदुओं में एक शब्द है शक्ति, हमारी लड़ाई उस शक्ति के साथ है. Now, you know, think about it. Which person or which ideology can have a problem with BJP, RSS, not just BJP and RSS, but also the Indian state, also the Hindu religion? And you will get three answers. Either that is the radical Islamist, you know, global radical Islamist ideology, number one. Number two, the Naxal ideology. Or number three, the person has to be invested in the deep state of George Soros. And it is for Rahul Gandhi to explain who does he represent today. Number two, since, you know, people are talking about Adarniya Shraddha Mohan Bhagwat ji's statement, what did Mohan Bhagwat ji say? What he clearly said was that while we may have attained political freedom, our spiritual and cultural freedom came last year.
He was talking about cultural reawakening, but you know, we've done that debate yesterday. I'm not getting into that. 1 minute. I want to in just 1 minute. Let me bring in हर्षवर्धन जी. हर्षवर्धन जी, सीधा सवाल है आपसे. राहुल गांधी इंडियन स्टेट से लड़ना चाहते हैं?
प्रणय जी, मुझे लगता है कि इस पर बहुत गंभीरता से देश को सोचना चाहिए. इंडियन स्टेट से कौन लड़ता है? इंडियन स्टेट से आतंकवादी लड़ते हैं, इंडियन स्टेट से नक्सल्स लड़ते हैं, इंडियन स्टेट से पाकिस्तान जो हमारा हिस्सा था, जो आज की तारीख में हमारा दुश्मन मुल्क है, वो लड़ता है. इंडियन स्टेट से दुनिया में वो लोग जिनको लगता है कि भारत बड़ा हो जाएगा तो उनकी हैसियत छोटी हो जाएगी, वो लड़ते हैं. लेकिन अगर भारत का नेता प्रतिपक्ष वो इंडियन स्टेट से लड़ने की बात कर रहा है तो उसके ऊपर भी कई सवाल खड़े होते हैं. और सवाल खड़े होते हैं कांग्रेस पार्टी के ऊपर, सवाल खड़े होते हैं जो लोग कांग्रेस को वोट कर रहे हैं. और ये सिर्फ इतना भर नहीं है कि वो कह रहे हैं कि भाजपा आरएसएस नहीं, हमें इंडियन स्टेट से लड़ना है. वो देश के लोगों से लड़ रहे हैं, वो हमारी सोवरेनिटी से लड़ रहे हैं, हमारी जो सोवरेन कंट्री है उससे लड़ रहे हैं, वो संविधान से लड़ रहे हैं जिसने रिपब्लिक ऑफ इंडिया बनाया. तो मुझे लगता है कि राहुल गांधी का यह बयान, और वो भी उस अवसर पर जब उनके कार्यालय का नया मुख्यालय बन रहा है, नया कांग्रेस मुख्यालय बन रहा है, इससे उनकी सोच बताती है. और मैं चिंता में थोड़ा हूं कि देश की सबसे पुरानी पार्टी जो आज की तारीख में राहुल कांग्रेस है, वो किस रास्ते पर जा रही, बेहद खतरनाक है. एक आईएसआईएस, हिजबुल, लश्कर तैयबा, नक्सल, इन सबको हम आतंकवादी कहते हैं, और राहुल गांधी कह रहे हैं इंडियन स्टेट से लड़ेंगे. वो नेता प्रतिपक्ष है, दुर्भाग्य है देश का.
ओके, दुर्भाग्य है ये. बहुत लोग ऐसे कह रहे हैं, कैन राहुल गांधी स्टिल रिमेन द लीडर ऑफ ऑपोजिशन? Harish hasn't spoken. Harish, what do you make of the comment? Is it okay to wage a war against the Indian state?
No, Pranesh, you and I, everyone knows that it is a misinterpretation of the facts which has been blown out of the proportion. And what he categorically said was the 1 crore voters who have been added in the Maharashtra before the Lok Sabha and Vidhan Sabha. Give me the list. Because of that, he made a categorical point stating that the Indian state, which means all the constitutional bodies, have been taken out by the BJP. And even without understanding the facts, we have been blowing out of the proportion, which is seditious, you know, as the rightly pointed out by the earlier panelists. The Mohan Bhagwat calling that Indian constitution, he is disregarding Indian constitution, that is seditious.
If you believe what Rahul Gandhi said about, the capture of all institutions, I just want to ask you one thing. If Kanchana ji Kanchana ji also. No, listen to me, Harish. 1 minute.
Pranesh, one thing.
1 minute. 1 minute.
You can go ahead and make sure to misinterpret all the facts, but it doesn't gonna make the Indians.
Where is the misinterpretation here? Should we play out what Rahul Gandhi said once again? Harish, listen to me. Kanchana ji also said that look, agencies are being misused and it's okay to fight them. Now that is how it should be said. You can't say that I'm fighting the Indian state. Indian state is the sovereign. That doesn't change. And you are saying the agencies are compromised. Let me ask you, if the agencies were indeed compromised, with the Congress have got 99 seats, I mean, what kind of a dictator would Modi be to ridicule himself to just 240 seats?
Pranesh, if you give me the points, you would understand. How does the Jharkhand election chief has been dismantled in the Supreme Court? Where does it? He has used the entire BJP mechanism, used the ED, CBI, and all the IT mechanism, whatever the constitutional bodies, independent bodies have been swept away by the BJP to use against as a political vendetta against this.
So you have faith in the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court is part of the Indian state. There you go, Harish. You are defeating your own argument. You see, which is why I said it is fallacious. This is dangerous. Tushar.
That is not.
Ganesh, one thing I want to ask the panelists, Kamru Zaman, Kanchana ji, Ashutosh, and even Mr. Mohammed here. The Indian state also includes the military. Is the Congress fighting India's military today? Are they fighting the Air Force? Are they fighting the Navy? Are they fighting the Army? Number one. Number two, and this is for the viewers of Times Now to think about. Rahul Gandhi says India is a union of states like the European Union. He doesn't believe in the Indian state, the idea of the Indian state, the federal structure as envisioned by our constitution makers. He goes around town, talks about Jitani Abadi Utna Haq. He wants to divide India to the last shred in the name of social justice, in the name of equity. We have to accept this, Pranesh. Rahul Gandhi's idea of India differs from the idea of 140 crore people, the idea they host, people like you and me host. He differs from that. He's talking openly about tax devolution, north-south divide, that the money from the southern states is being given to the northern states. Do you realize the kind of agendas Rahul Gandhi's
let's
party
get the answer to the question you asked. I said that in my introduction, that Indian state includes our armed forces. Kamru Zaman ji, is Rahul Gandhi or the Congress party fighting us? Armed forces, do you think armed forces have been compromised?
Pranesh, I will not walk that path you want me to go. But when I say something, please let us speak, because the people are the best judge, and let them judge whether we are talking scrap or the BJP and the RSS are talking crap. Let them be the judge. Please don't be the judge in this anchor's role.
No, sir, but I have to ask the question. You see, 1 minute, sir, 1 minute. Kamru Zaman, no, listen to me, 1 minute. Yeah, 1 minute. 1 minute. I have to ask the question. The people trust me to ask the question. So don't say that I am not walking that path. It's okay for you to not answer a question. कोई जोर जबरदस्ती नहीं है. But ये मत बोलिए कि जो बोल रहे हैं वो लोगों को. I'm only asking you a question. I mean, come on. You can counter me with facts. I'm asking you a question. Don't get upset or don't lose your cool, Kamru Zaman ji.
Pranesh, Pranesh, one small example let me tell you. Till 2014, Pranesh, as an anchor, as a journalist, you were asking questions of us when we were in the government. After 2014, you are asking the questions again at us when we are in the opposition. That's why we say we are fighting the Indian state, which consists of the media, the judiciary, the executive, the legislature, the entire ecosystem we are fighting. You see, each and every institution, each and every university in India, each and every, even people who are writing those little textbooks for class 1-2 students are being occupied by RSS ideologues. They are poisoning the mind. They are radicalizing the Indian youth of today. You see, India must have been a progressive, democratic, and
I agree with the last part of your sentence that the mind of the Indian youth has been radicalized, and Rahul Gandhi is a youth leader. His mind is so radicalized that he makes absurd comments like this. I don't know which book he is reading, who is giving him coaching or lesson. To say that, and 1 minute, by the way, Kamru Zaman Chaudhary, you can't escape by saying that, look, you were asking question. If one makes absurdity, his bread and butter, what should the media do, sir? Stop blaming the media for everything. There are other leaders in the Congress party. 1 minute. Many leaders in the Congress party today are with the BJP or they have gone to other parties. Look at the state of affairs between the Congress and its alliance partners. Mamata Banerjee has slammed the Congress party. Akhilesh Yadav has slammed the Congress party. Arvind Kejriwal has slammed the Congress party. They are also compromised. They are also part of the Indian state that you're fighting. वो तो allies हैं. What will you tell Arvind Kejriwal? It's very easy for you to come here and say media is compromised. Tell Mr. Kejriwal you're compromised. Why is he abusing Rahul Gandhi daily? हर्षवर्धन जी, ऑपोजिशन ये कह रही है कि देखिए जो भारत जोड़ो जिस लीडर ने निकाला आप उन पे भरोसा रखिए. ये उनके देश प्रेम पे सवाल उठाना ये ठीक बात नहीं है.
प्रणय जी, भारत जोड़ो यात्रा में जब राहुल गांधी कश्मीर पहुंचे तो उनका एक बयान देश को याद करना चाहिए कि मैंने आतंकवादी को देखा, आतंकवादी ने मुझे देखा और हमने एक दूसरे को कुछ नहीं किया. आतंकवादी किसकी आंख में आंख डाल के देखेगा और कुछ नहीं करेगा? राहुल गांधी विदेश की धरती पर जाते हैं और वहां वो कहते हैं कि भारत में लोकतंत्र समाप्त हो रहा है और अमेरिका और यूरोपीय यूनियन के देश बेखबर हैं. हमारे लोकतंत्र की, हमारे यहां जो लिबर्टी है, हमारे यहां जो उदारता है, उसकी चिंता अमेरिका और यूरोपीय यूनियन के देश करेंगे. दरअसल राहुल गांधी का हमारी सभ्यता में भरोसा नहीं, हमारी सिविलाइजेशन में उनका भरोसा नहीं, इसलिए वो अंग्रेजों से और अंग्रेजों के बाद के भारत से सब कुछ देखते. मेरा यह मानना है कि मोहन जी के बयान ने एक बार फिर से राहुल गांधी का जो ज्ञान है, राहुल गांधी की जो समझ है, जो बेहद खतरनाक है, उसको सामने ला दिया. कांग्रेस के लोगों की मुश्किल समझिए, वो ये सब जानते हैं, वो अकेले में उन्हीं बातों को कहते हैं जिसको हम आप भी समझ रहे, और हमें आपको कोई अलग से कोई
नहीं, तो वो ऐसा
कोई एक्स्ट्रा स्पेशल विजडम चाहिए, ऐसा नहीं है. सबको दिख रहा है कि राहुल गांधी लगातार ऐसी बातें करते रहे, रिपीट ऑफेंडर हैं जो इस तरह के हरकतें करते रहे.
क्यों रहे?
मुझे लगता है कि कांग्रेस के नेताओं को भी मुश्किल होती होगी, वो जब अलग से
वो तो मुश्किल तो मैं देख रहा हूं, कमरुज़मान जी को काफी मुश्किल हो रही है. उन्होंने क्या क्या नहीं पता नहीं क्या क्या बोल दिया. पर कंचना जी ने जो अभी तक आर्ग्यूमेंट दिया, मैं उससे यू कांट डिसएग्री विद व्हाट शी इज सेइंग, दैट देयर आर प्रॉब्लम्स, देयर कैन बी प्रॉब्लम्स विद एजेंसीज एंड इट्स ओके टू क्वेश्चन देम. But Rahul Gandhi should learn from Kanchana Yadav then to say, you know, what one has to. ऐसे थोड़ी आप बोल सकते हैं कि fight against the Indian state. You can give examples and, you know, say things like she did. Ashutosh Mishra ji.
So right now you are asking Mr. Chaudhary whether Rahul Gandhi is fighting Indian armed forces. I will answer that. It is Narendra Modi who has weakened Indian armed forces through his Agniveer scheme. It is Narendra Modi who insulted Indian army when he said during the incursion by Chinese कि कोई अंदर घुसा नहीं है. It is Narendra Modi who is weakening Indian armed forces, not Congress, not Rahul Gandhi. Judiciary is not a part of Indian state. Go read.
No, 1 minute. What are you saying? Judiciary is not part of Indian state. Judiciary is part of what? Space, galaxy? No.
It's a part. It's a pillar of Indian democracy.
Sir, 1 minute. I don't know, Ashutosh ji. Sir, आप senior journalist हैं. I have great regards for you. But no, 1 minute.
Article 12 जाके पढ़िए.
Sir, मैं पढ़ के आया हूँ. Sir, मैं पढ़ के आया हूँ. आप एक बार फिर से पढ़ लीजिए. कोई मिसप्रिंट वाली किताब आपके पास चली गई होगी. To say Indian democracy is not part of Indian state, I will fall off the chair and spare a thought for the viewer. उसमें से तो कुछ डर जाएंगे कि ये तो आप रीडिफाइन कर रहे हैं. कंचना जी, इज इंडियन जुडिशरी पार्ट ऑफ द इंडियन स्टेट?
Sir, I thought that it's only BJP who haven't read the constitution. Now I'm believing that you also haven't read the constitution yet.
Ma'am, is judiciary part of the Indian state?
So. I'm sorry, sir. But the thing you are trying to do is you just want to shift the entire narration by twisting the meaning of the Indian state.
I'm not twisting. I'm asking you a simple thing.
You are twisting the meaning of the Indian state.
Ma'am, is judiciary part of the Indian state? कंचना जी, सीधा सा सवाल है, जुडिशरी इंडियन स्टेट का पार्ट है कि नहीं? आप बस वो बता दीजिए, फिर आपको जो बोलना बोलिए.
मैंने आपको क्या बोला कि कोई भी इंस्टीट्यूशन या एजेंसी जो फंडामेंटल राइट, पीपल्स के राइट को वायलेट करती है, जिसको एक्ट को जुडिशल में, कोर्ट, सुप्रीम कोर्ट में चैलेंज किया जा सकता है, वो ही इंडियन स्टेट है.
तो जुडिशरी है ना इंडियन स्टेट?
अगर कोई
क्या बोल रही है मैम? जुडिशरी इंडियन स्टेट है ना? फिर तो आपके ही डेफिनेशन.
आप इंडियन स्टेट का मतलब क्या समझ रहे हैं, उसके हिसाब से
मैम,
दूसरे इंडियन स्टेट में आती
मैंने
है,
बोल
नहीं
दिया,
आती है।
इंडियन स्टेट इज अ
India एक
sovereign. The
country है,
state
India
doesn't
एक
change.
state
Parties
नहीं है,
come
first
and
clear
go.
yourself.
The government
Pranesh,
changes. The state doesn't
Pranesh,
change, ma'am.
First clear yourself. First. at
Ma'am, I am
least
clear.
learn something.
Kanchana ji, I do
India
this
is
every
a
day. I am
state
clear. I
है.
am asking you a
India
question.
nation है.
Tushar, before I come to you, Tuhin Sinha. Okay, Tushar, you answer that question. Tuhin, then I am coming to you on the armed forces bit.
Interesting चीज देखिए, they won't say that no, Congress is not opposing the Indian armed forces, क्योंकि इनको खुद ही नहीं पता कि इनकी अलायंस पार्टनर कांग्रेस कर क्या रही है। और दूसरी चीज, कंचना जी को एक सिंपल सा सवाल का जवाब देना नहीं आ रहा कि जुडिशरी इंडियन स्टेट का पार्ट है या नहीं है। बिल्कुल है, बिल्कुल है। और राहुल गांधी उसी जुडिशरी को बाहर जाकर बाहर देश में डिमीन करते हैं। राहुल गांधी उसी जुडिशरी से बेल पे हैं, उसी को कॉम्प्रोमाइज भी।
तुहिन सिन्हा,
उसी
answer what Ashutosh Mishra says, that the Modi government has misused agencies to such an extent that Rahul Gandhi is justified in saying what he has.
No, let me. You know, today we must at least appreciate Rahul Gandhi for coming out of the closet, for making a confessional statement, because this is exactly, weakening the armed forces is what he has been desperately trying for the last several years. And I will just give you 3 instances. Last year, he did something, unimaginable. He tried to divide the army on caste lines. He would make an absurd statement that Agniveer scheme केवल इसलिए लॉन्च किया गया है ताकि ऊंची जाति वाले लोग ऑफिसर बने और छोटी जाति वाले लोग जो है वो शहीद बने. This is what he had said. In 2017, when Doklam crisis was at its peak, what was he doing? He was hobnobbing with the Chinese embassy and trying to dig out information from there instead of reaching out to our defense minister. In December 2022, when our armed forces had successfully circumvented an incursion in Tawang, Rahul Gandhi, despite knowing the facts, went about saying that hamare soldier pit gaye. So he has been constantly discouraging, he has been constantly demotivating our armed forces. And secondly, I don't understand what
No, but to answer the question, Ashutosh Mishra is saying, by bringing in Agniveer, 1 minute, you have undermined our armed forces.
नहीं, वो कैसे होगा? Agniveer is something which has been in the works for the last 20 years. It's a reform which was needed. It has made the armed forces younger. It has brought in greater efficiency. There are scores of armed army officers who will tell you the benefits of it. But point is, since these people over here are justifying what Rahul Gandhi is saying, मान लीजिए राहुल गांधी ने कहा कि आरएसएस और बीजेपी के कब्जे में इंस्टीट्यूशंस, मान लीजिए कि राहुल गांधी सच कह रहे हैं, तो इवन इन दैट केस will he fight the Indian state or will he save the Indian state as a true Indian, as a true patriot? By fighting the Indian state, he shows that he does not care for the country's interests, or somewhere guided by some other external forces.
Kamruzaman ji, before you answer that question, what Tuhin is asking, answer what Ashutosh Mishra ji said. The judiciary is not part of the Indian state. Sir, ab aap yahan wahan mat boliye. You always speak your mind. It's a straight question.
No, I'll answer very straightly. You go through the Article 12. It is mentioned particularly that judiciary is a part of the Indian state. It is never mentioned in Article 12. What is the definition of Indian state? Please go through this. Though I am an engineering student, but I have learned civics to reply to your question in a clear and blunt way. You can ask your research team at the background whether I am speaking facts or wrong. Secondly, coming to the main point of the debate, you can criticize Rahul
I don't
Gandhi
have
as much as
to.
you
1
want.
minute, sir. 1 minute.
But
It's very well that you
answered even a single question. Even a single question that Rahul Gandhi has raised so far? No. Why are they hiding behind their dupattas and not answering what Rahul Gandhi is asking the
What
question?
is this hiding behind the dupatta? No, 1 minute. Yeah, hiding behind dupatta क्या है? Hiding behind dupatta क्या है? Hiding behind dupatta क्या है? ये क्या है? अब आप बोलिए ये सेक्सिस्ट मिसोजिनिस्ट कमेंट नहीं है, ये भी इंडियन स्टेट है. We will fight दुपट्टा. Now the Congress will fight दुपट्टा. Hiding behind दुपट्टा मतलब क्या होता है? हाइडिंग बिहाइंड दुपट्टा मतलब? अब आप बताइए. ये सिविक्स पढ़ लिया आपने, मॉरल साइंस नहीं पढ़ा आपने, एथिक्स नहीं पढ़ा. हाइडिंग बिहाइंड दुपट्टा क्या है?
No, Pranesh, can you find out? Pranesh, can you find out that Article 12 wala issue? Don't try to change the topic.
I am not. You answer
Is
this question,
judiciary
sir.
part
1
of the
minute.
Indian state? I'm
Answer this
asking the
question.
same
Answer this
you asked
question.
me.
You are saying Article 12 does not define in particular whether judiciary is part of it or not. Ask anyone, sir. Ask a school student. He will tell you judiciary is very much part of the Indian state. Now, come on. Answer the question. दुपट्टा मतलब क्या होता है? Hide behind दुपट्टा. कमरुज़्ज़मान चौधरी जी.
There's a difference.
What is, I am telling you 1 minute, sir. Oh, that is a settled issue, sir. 1 minute. I have no confusion in my mind what the Indian state is. I am asking you, what is the dupatta mindset? Hide behind dupatta मतलब क्या? कंचना जी ये सही है?
Then you should
Hide
not
behind
have
dupatta.
organized a debate today. You should not have organized.
कंचना जी, hiding behind dupatta सही है?
You asked this question to me because I am a woman, right?
Yes,
That's
ma'am.
it. So I completely, Praneshji, I disagree with this statement. I
Thank you,
condemn
ma'am.
this statement.
Thank
But
you.
because I'm a woman, I like behind. This is really comment, sexist comment. I disagree with this, and I'm sorry. And I think I totally and ask others person now why women should always speak about her.
I am not a woman, ma'am. I am speaking. I spoke first before coming to you. I am objecting. I am slamming him. आशुतोष मिश्रा जी, ये दुपट्टा आप भी लड़ेंगे? फाइटिंग द इंडियन स्टेट नाउ, फाइटिंग द दुपट्टा.
It's a wrong word of usage. Wrong words have been used, but let's give him the benefit of doubt since he's
No, I
not,
give him the benefit
Hindi
of doubt,
speaking.
sir. You know,
Okay,
Kamruज़्ज़मान Chaudhary ji
Hindi is not
is a
his mother
reasonable.
tongue.
It's okay,
So
sir. अब आप ये इधर उधर मत बोलिए. It can happen. You know, look, people can make mistakes, which is why I am saying Rahul Gandhi. Rahul Gandhi.
Let's talk about the more important issues that he is raising. If you are worried about women, why are you not talking about the Haryana BJP person who has been accused of rape? Why are you not talking about that? There is an FIR.
Sir, we are
against
talking
them.
about Mishra ji.
let's talk.
Mishra ji, let's talk about everything. Let's talk about everything. लड़की हो, लड़ सकती हो. हम सब पे बात करते हैं मिश्रा जी. बट ये नहीं हो सकता ना कोइंसिडेंस. सैम पिट्रोदा का स्लिप ऑफ टंग, मणिशंकर अय्यर स्लिप ऑफ टंग, राहुल गांधी स्लिप ऑफ टंग, कमरुज़्ज़मान चौधरी जी, इनका तो खैर नहीं होता है. यूजुअली ही इज काम, कंपोज्ड, रीजनेबल, बट इट कैन हैपन. आई गिव हिम द बेनिफिट ऑफ डाउट. ही ऑलवेज मेजर्स हिज वर्ड्स. He's never condescending, nor does he say anything even remotely close to this. It can happen to the best of us. You know, we can get carried away. I get it. But let me, come back to the larger question. Harshvardhan ji, I am surprised that there is no condemnation by leaders of Team India. जो लोग जय संविधान कर रहे हैं, कोई भी बड़ा नेता, किसी ने अभी तक एक स्टेटमेंट, रिमार्क, ट्वीट, फेसबुक कुछ भी नहीं बोला है.
प्रणेश जी, मुझे लगता है किसी भी समझदार नेता को या तो इस पर चुप रहना होगा, या वो अगर बोलेगा तो कहेगा कि राहुल गांधी ने, बहुत बचाव भी करेगा तो कहेगा राहुल गांधी ने गलत शब्दों का चयन किया, उन्होंने जो कहा उसका मतलब गलत निकाला जा रहा है. लेकिन राहुल गांधी कोशिश यही कर रहे हैं. कुछ लोग कह रहे हैं कि उन्होंने देखिए बताया ना कि इंडियन स्टेट को जब हम कह रहे हैं तो उस पर, सब पर, इंस्टीट्यूशंस पर कब्जा कर लिया. अरे भाई, नक्सल भी तो यही कहते हैं कि हमारे जल जंगल जमीन पर कब्जा कर लिया इसलिए हम गोली चलाएंगे. तो कल को आप हमारे जो वीर जवान हैं उनको मार दीजिएगा. कल को कोई और कुछ कह देगा. कुछ लोग कश्मीर में कहते हैं कि क्योंकि सेना हथियार लिए रहती है इसलिए हम भी हथियार लेकर चलते हैं. कुछ लोग कहते हैं कि नहीं, हम तो अपने अधिकारों के लिए लड़ रहे हैं. कुछ लोग कहते हैं कि हमें आजादी चाहिए. तो ये जो आजादी गैंग है वो खतरनाक है. और मैं फिर से कह रहा हूं, जिस नाम से विपक्षी गठजोड़ को बुलाया जाता है मैं उससे सहमत नहीं हूं. वो होना भी नहीं चाहिए. और अब तो यह भी लगता है कि शायद वो नाम भी इसीलिए रखना क्योंकि उनको लड़ना इंडियन स्टेट से था. दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है. मुझे लगता है कि सभी नेताओं को, चाहे वो विपक्ष के हों या पक्ष के हों, उनको सामने आकर राहुल गांधी के इस बयान की निंदा करना चाहिए, इसको खारिज करना चाहिए.
कंचना जी.
हाँ, just Harshvardhan ji said na ki Azadi gang, freedom gang, and I think that's why Mohan Bhagwat ji have problem with the freedom. That's why he said that we achieved freedom in 2024 rather in 1947. अब सोचिए, इनको 1947 वाले आजादी से प्रॉब्लम है. आजादी के जो शहादत दिए हैं उनसे इनको प्रॉब्लम है. महात्मा गांधी से प्रॉब्लम है, गोडसे के वंशज, और इसलिए इन्होंने महात्मा गांधी जी को मार दिया. इनको आजादी से प्रॉब्लम है, देश की आजादी से प्रॉब्लम है, संविधान से प्रॉब्लम है. इसी वजह से हम फ्रीडम गैंग हैं। और अभी इन्होंने नाम दे दिया हर्षवर्धन जी ने, वी आर द फ्रीडम गैंग, इंडिया अलायंस इज द फ्रीडम गैंग। थैंक यू हर्षवर्धन जी कि आपने बता दिया कि हमने फ्रीडम इस देश को दिलाया है, दैट्स व्हाई वी आर द फ्रीडम गैंग एंड द आरएसएस एंड बीजेपी इंक्लूडिंग यू इज नॉट।
कंचना जी
सर, थैंक यू।
ओके, चलिए अब आपने बोल दिया फ्रीडम चाहिए, अब बता भी दीजिए किससे फ्रीडम चाहिए, लेके रहेंगे लेकिन किससे लेंगे आजादी?
आजादी हमें 1947 में मिल गई थी सर।
तो अभी आप बोल रहे हैं हम लेंगे, अभी तो आप बोल रहे थे कि वी आर द फ्रीडम गैंग।
हम लेकर रहेंगे आजादी, दैट्स व्हाट यू सेड सर। मैंने
अभी आप बोल रही हैं कि हम लेके रहेंगे।
हमें 1947 में मिल गया था, इनको अभी तक नहीं मिला, इनको 2024 में मिला है।
नहीं तो जो जेएनयू में, एक मिनट कंचना जी, जो जेएनयू में बोलते हैं लेके रहेंगे, छीन के लेंगे, कुछ भी कर लो, ऊपर से नीचे से आजादी, यहां से लेंगे, ये कहां, किससे आजादी लेंगे आप?
एक सेकेंड प्रणेश जी, आप जेएनयू पर आ गए तो फिर हम आपसे जेएनयू पर ही बात कर लेते हैं।
नहीं, मैं आजादी पे आ गया हूं, आप बोल रही हैं तो आप किससे लेंगे आजादी? किस चीज का आजादी चाहिए?
I am not left from the left.
I am not asking you whether you are from the left or right. You are never right. That's the problem. कंचना यादव, I am asking you a simple question. किस चीज से आजादी चाहिए?
लेफ्ट बना दिया है। I am from RJD, not from the left.
No, I am asking you a question. Left is part of Team India, ma'am.
1947, we got freedom.
That is not the आजादी. I am talking about the आजादी slogans. You said कि हाँ, we are the आजादी gang. मैं उस पर पूछ रहा हूँ आप। इतना गुस्सा क्यों हो रही है? आजादी से गुस्सा क्यों हो रही है? आजादी से, आजादी वाले तो अब आ गए, कन्हैया जी अब कांग्रेस में है, आपके अलायंस पार्टनर है। तुषार, व्हाई डज द वर्ड रैटल सम पीपल?
देखिए, अब इनकी सच्चाई सामने आ गई है तो गुस्सा कर रहे हैं, पर मैं एक आपको साधारण सा एग्जांपल देता हूं। कुछ दिन पहले कुछ सैबोटाज ऑपरेशंस करे जा रहे थे इंडियन रेलवेज के खिलाफ। क्या कांग्रेस तब रेलवेज के साथ खड़ी थी, रेलवेज के कर्मचारियों के साथ खड़ी थी, या सोशल मीडिया पे उसी चीज का मजाक बनाती थी? कांग्रेस वाज लिटरली मॉकिंग द सैबोटाज अटेम्प्ट अगेंस्ट द इंडियन रेलवेज। और यहां पर कंचना जी हमें बताएंगी कि इंडियन स्टेट क्या होता है, राहुल गांधी क्या कह रहे थे। अरे इनकी बातें कौन सुनना चाहता है? इनकी हरकतें, कांग्रेस की हरकतें सबके सामने हैं। सबको पता है कि वो कितना इंडियन स्टेट के साथ है और कितना इंडियन स्टेट के खिलाफ है। जो व्यक्ति कश्मीर में जाकर कहता है कि नरेंद्र मोदी भारत के प्रधानमंत्री एक आउटसाइडर हैं, वो इंडियन स्टेट से लड़ रहा है। प्रनेश इज इन द परपेचुअल बैटल।
Okay, like Kamruzaman Chaudhary said, and I said that in the beginning, I will let the people decide whether they want to, where they want to place Rahul Gandhi. And I'd given some names in the beginning. These are the individuals, organizations that have the same motto of fighting against the Indian state. I thank some of you for joining us on debate number 1.